Guys,
ruin your childhood.
you guys get in love to ruin your childhood because today I'm going to ruin it. Have fun!
So we all remember Minions from Despicable Me, but they're not what you think they are.
Why?
The truth is, Minions is based off a horrific Nazi experiment that took place in 1944. This crazy German scientist would manipulate Jewish kids and force them into slavery. Heavy metal helmets would be forced on the children so they couldn't speak or see properly. The helmets were actually so heavy that they stunted the children's growth, so they'd be short, just like Minions.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood memories, part 4.
What?
Did you ever play Ring Around the Rosie as a kid?
Sometimes.
Well, that game isn't so fun and innocent.
What?
Ring Around the Rosie was actually based off the plague.
Oh, that
Pocket full
virus.
of posies referred to roses in your pocket, which would hide the smell of decomposing bodies. Ashes referred to the cremated bodies whose ashes were spread around town. And then we all fall down meant death to everyone who got them.
Okay.
I Will Ruin Your Childhood Part 1. Did you know that Nemo in Latin translates to nothing? There is a theory that believes exactly that. After the brutal death of his wife and children, Marlin fabricated Nemo in his imagination. That's because he was in huge distress and he was trying to cope with their deaths. And when Nemo is taken, he does everything he can to get them back. And finally, in the end, Marlin learns to let go. If you watch the movie again, it will be hard not to see this theory.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Have you ever wondered why Patrick is so dumb all the time?
Why?
It's because Patrick suffers with Down syndrome. His parents loved him, but they could not handle the pain of raising him, so they kicked him out when he was only a child. Patrick later became homeless, which is why he lives under a rock. Patrick's parents told SpongeBob to take care of him, and they became best friends ever since. I'm sorry, guys.
So why in every single episode they show another way?
About to ruin your childhood. Okay, so we have all seen Elmo, right? I mean, if you haven't, you've at least heard of Elmo.
Yes, I heard of him. And I have it too.
Well, I bet you did not know this about Elmo.
What?
The character playing Elmo was connected to some unpleasant business.
What?
Kevin Clash is the longtime puppeteer and voice of this furry red monster, but he was forced to resign after allegations were made against him regarding inappropriate behavior.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood. In the TV show Tom and Jerry, Tom loved Toodles with all of his
leave a like and subscribe, or you will have bad luck.
Heart. But he lost the love of his life to a cat with more money. Tom even signed his own life away for her, but she ended up marrying a different cat. Tom was heartbroken, so he fell into a deep depression and started drinking milk to ease his pain. He then sat on the train tracks and waited for a train to end his life. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood. In the movie Cars, if you really think about it, who invented these cars and where are all the people? There was a theory after building these cars that the cars actually
some of the, like 1 year ago, I watched and thingy, what is it? Like it was like the cars, but it was planes, cars, and like these, and there was people, but there's no people.
And over all of the people, making the human race extinct, killing everyone.
I'm going to ruin your childhood, part 2. Dr. Seuss was extremely racist, and he abused his wife so much that she ended up killing herself. Walt Disney did not like Jewish people. He also abused women, and he was racist as well. The man that voiced Elmo was Kevin Clash, and he was labeled a sex offender who targeted minors. The lion costume in The Wizard of Oz was made out of a real lion. They skinned the lion and used it as a costume.
Guys, some of these theories I actually watch on another videos. I just always look and people saying I'm going to ruin your childhood or make it better. And then I said, why not make it myself? I found one.
Phil Lewis, or Mr. Mosby from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, killed a 21-year-old person by driving drunk.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood memories, part 11. Who else loved eating Jell-O as a kid?
Ooh,
do you know what it's really made of, though? Apart from sugar, the ingredient gelatin is actually extracted from the skin and bones of animals.
Bro, This is only
This
but
happens by boiling
I am
animal
smart.
bones to form the
I
sticky
know
gelatinous
that
substance.
already.
This is what gives Jello its stretchy and sticky texture, which allows it to hold itself together. Just remember, next time you're eating Jello, you're eating boiled animals mixed with sugar.
Okay.
I'm about to ruin your childhood. Did you ever wonder why Mr. Krabs is so protective over his Krabby Patty recipe? And why there's almost no crabs in Bikini Bottom? This is because the secret ingredient is actually crabs, and Mr. Krabs is a cannibal himself. I'm sorry, guys.
Here's some facts that are gonna ruin your childhood. Mood rings don't actually change on your mood. They change depending on the temperature. Also, older ones were made with really poisonous chemicals like arsenic and mercury, and people were giving them to their kids. Big Bird was supposed to ride along with the Challenger mission to get kids more interested into space. The Challenger exploded on live TV. So if that would have happened, millions of kids would have watched Big Bird explode with a spaceship on live TV. Sid from Toy Story built a bunch of crazy contraptions out of toys, one of which being a hooker. Get it?
It's a hooker.
In the real story of Pocahontas,
it's going to hook you. Good for fishing.
Pocahontas was 10 and John Smith was in his 20s. Send this to someone to ruin their day.
I'm gonna ruin your childhood. In the movie Toy Story, have you ever wondered why the toys can be alive? Well, it's because the toys are evil and feed off the joy of children. Molly got rid of Bo Peep, and Sid tortured the toys because they both knew the truth.
I'm about to ruin your childhood, part 21. Tarzan is Elsa and Anna's little brother. So in Frozen the movie, you see the parents going in this giant ship, which later on crashes, right? They didn't die right there though. They survived that part. Truth is, during that department, Anna and Elsa's mom was actually pregnant. She gave birth to a baby boy named Tarzan. Both of the parents get on the raft and land on a deserted island. Then something very bad happened. They eventually die. They die to a jaguar and leave behind Tarzan. And if you put them side by side, they look pretty alike. Also, Disney's director even said that it's true that they are siblings, so pretty cool!
I'm about to ruin your childhood. Did you ever notice Kristoff's fur is made from reindeer? This is because the fur is made from Sven's dead mother. The ice harvesters killed Sven's mom. They gave Kristoff his mother's belt, and Kristoff was left to raise Sven himself. This is why Sven is so close to Kristoff. The smell reminds him of his mom.
I'm going to ruin your childhood, part 3. So you guys know who Carl is, right, from the movie Up, and if you haven't seen Up, you need to watch it right now. Anyways, Carl...
God. I love this movie when I was a kid. I watched it every day. Not actually every day, sometimes when
died at the beginning of Up, and Russell here was his guardian angel, who tried to help him cross into heaven. Maybe that's why he had all these dreams and memories of him and his wife. But what if, hear me out here, what if he is not just a guardian angel, but Carl and Ellie's miscarried kid, and Russell wasn't trying to earn his badge, but to earn his wings?
I'm gonna ruin your childhood. In the movie WALL-E, there are no humans on the planet Earth. This is because the robots turned against the humans. There was a huge war that lasted many years. WALL-E was the only robot to survive. Now WALL-E cleans up the earth in hopes that the humans will forgive him.
Oh my god, goodbye guys, have a great time. Goodbye. Nice ruining childhood. Yeah, ruining childhood. Are you having good? Yeah.